Hey everyone, it's Maria here. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today we're gonna do this really pretty daytime romantic look. It's February, so I feel inspired by Valentine's Day coming up. So I'm gonna show you everything I used. I used all clean Canadian brands. I'm gonna link everything below. And if you like this look, just continue watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. All right, so let's get to the tutorial. Okay, everyone, so my skin is all prepped and I'm going to add the Pure Anada Tinted Moisturizer in light, and I'm using the face blending brush for this. Sometimes I like using a brush to apply the foundation. I find that it's a lot quicker and I can be faster with it. My fingers sometimes tend to yank my skin, so I like to switch back and forth. I don't think that one way is the best way to apply foundation. Just do the way that works for you. I'm going to also apply the Consonant Hydra Extreme Lip Serum, and I'm going to let it sit there so when I get to the lipstick, my lips are nice and moisturized. And then I'm going in with the Kaja Catnap in Peach. I feel like concealer alone does not cover up my discoloration. So I found this one at Sephora and I'm giving it a try. So far, I'm happy with it. It doesn't smell like anything. So not having any perfume in my eye products is a big one for me. So although I do support the Canadian brand, sometimes I do like to branch out and see what's out there. It helps me stay on top of my toes and, stay more competitive. So I apply this all over my eyelid, above and below, because my discoloration is on the lid as well. And then I tap it in with my finger. I feel like the finger helps it melt in a lot better to the skin and adhere. And as you can see, it looks a lot better. But I am going to go in with Pure Anada's liquid concealer, and I'm using one shade lighter. So my tinted moisturizer was light, which means that to lift the darkness under the eyes, I need to go to the very fair shade. And I'm going to use it under my eyes and anywhere else on my face where there is a little bit of redness, like around the nose, the chin, and the middle of the forehead. And just like the other corrector I used, I just push everything in gently with my ring finger. I don't pull the product. As you can see, it's all about just pushing it into the skin until it disappears. And then if you have any edges, you can just blend everything in with the foundation brush. And don't forget to get the little ridges. I find that, my chin has a little indent there around the corners of the nose. And sometimes the brush is great for that, but sometimes your fingers just get in there a lot better. And after that, I'm going in with the Pure Anada Translucent Glow Setting Powder. I love this one because it's not matte and it helps kind of just add this really beautiful natural illumination to the skin. I'm just applying it with a big fluffy MAC powder brush that I've had forever, and I'm going to put it on the eyes, and everywhere I added concealer. I try not to powder the rest of the face. I find that it's unnecessary, especially if you are on the dry side. So let's start adding some color. I'm going in with the Plume Refillable Brow Pencil. My shade right now is Ashy Daybreak because I do have highlights in my hair. If I didn't have the highlights, I would probably be the Chestnut Decadence. But I love the pencil because it gives you a lot of precision to create that, arch and that brow shape that you really want. So I'm following my natural brow shape and I'm just filling in and kind of shaping it until I'm happy with it. I love how the pencil is refillable and it has the spoolie on the other side. I always brush my brows just into their natural shape, which is just across and down. I don't ever go up, and then I can see the real brow line. And after that, I'm going to go in with the Plume Nourish and Set Brow Gel. Again, it's in Ashy Daybreak. I love the tiny spoolie. As you can see, you can get precision with this, but I find that you need to already have that nice brow shape that you can kind of apply the gel to, darken it, and then just help it stick in place. So I find that it's the perfect complement with the pencil. It gives you a lot more versatility. So let's go in with the Pure Anada Decide palette. The Decide palette has been created so you can put in any colors of shadows and blush that you like. So I'm going to use 4 shadows here and 1 blush color. And I'm just starting out with the Ivory Tower. This is one of my go-to matte shades. It's a creamy white. And I like to apply that after the powder and after the concealer just to kind of even out the skin on the eyelid. And I'm just doing that with a flat top a flat eyeshadow brush. And because I want to do a romantic look and because it's Valentine's Day, I'm going to go in with this beautiful also matte shade called Water Lily. It looks a lot brighter on me, but it's a matte pink, as you can see. Just make sure you apply it and blend it in really well. I find that the Pure Anada eyeshadows always surprise me. There's a lot more pigment there than you would think. So after I applied Water Lily, I'm going in with Clouded. Clouded is also one of my go-to shades. I use it on all photo shoots, and I'm looking straight ahead for this one, and I'm applying it to the eye contour. So that's where your eye, socket kind of is, there. I'm trying to say. So I'm going to apply this just to start giving the eye a bit of shape. And you can see that it's this beautiful taupe. Just blend it out really well. At the corners, the direction you go is up to you. I just went straight out for this one, but you'll see later that I do curve it down towards the lashes. And then after that, I'm going in with Illusion, and I'm putting Illusion just to give it a bit of shimmer on top of Water Lily. And again, you want to make sure that everything is blended. If your eye is nice and big, you can, have the choice of any eye design you want. Just do the one that you feel more comfortable with, and just make sure that everything is really well blended. I cannot stress that enough. So just repeating all the steps on the other side. I'm looking straight into the Decide compact mirror here. And, if you do have a bit of a hooded eyelid, you need to go higher up with the Clouded shade. So I always tell people, look straight up, and where you want the crease to recede, that's where you're going to place the shade. And I'm just blending it a tiny bit outwards. Okay, just want to create a lot of depth there. I do have a big eye and a lot of space to work with, and then I'm decided to just curve it down a tiny bit on the lash line. So just be your own artist and just play around and see what suits your eye shape the best. But this look can definitely be created for all eyes. If you do have a really heavy eyelid, I would recommend staying with the matte shades. So let's do a bit of liquid eyeliner. This is the new one by Plume. This is a beautiful black eyeliner. And it's also perfect for magnetic lashes because it is magnetic. I'm not using any false lashes today, but just for any of you out there that would like to know. And as you can see, even as a makeup artist, someone who, I've been doing my face for many, many years, I'm still taking it slow with the liner. I do really like the brush. It's small enough on this Plume eyeliner that you can get a really nice precise line. If you do have a hooded eyelid, you don't need to do a wing. You don't need to fatten up the eyeliner. You can just do that really thin line I did at the very beginning along the lash line. Keep it really tight and really fine and just leave it at that. Today I'm playing around with a bit of a wing, and I find that every time I do the wing, I notice my own changes on my eyes, gravity taking over. I am 46 years old, and I feel like I'm gonna have to do a tutorial just to show you how to shift that liquid liner if you are a liquid liner person. But again, if you have a hooded eyelid and the outer part of the eye has started to come down on you, you do not need to bring it out. You can just stop where your lashes stop. And then we're going in with the Plume Growth Mascara. This is again a new one, a new product from Plume, and this will help not only, darken your lashes, but also nourish them and help them grow in the long run. So just like all their their brow products, the mascara and the liner as well have all the growth actives in the formula. And you can see the difference that the black liner makes, compared to the eye that doesn't have it. So I'm just going to repeat everything on the other side. Again, a little bit challenging doing the video and looking in a mirror, but pretty much you need to mark the line, how far you want it to go, and then just make sure that they're both even on both sides. I know, easier said than done, but a little bit of practice and you'll be good to go. Lots of mascara. I always go crazy at the roots with my mascara because I don't usually wear lashes. So get a really, really nice application or 2 different coats. And then we're going in with the, it's a demi-matte blush by Pure Anada. This shade is called Dahlia. And it's a beautiful pink. I love it. I'm just kind of warming up my face because I do have a high forehead. And I applied it on my cheeks as well and down the bridge of the nose. And then we're going to go in with some beautiful lipstick. And I'm showing you the color. It's vintage. However, what I should have done first is the lip liner. So I'm going to go in with Pure Anada's. This is the pink nude. And I need to blot off that beautiful Hydra Extreme serum. So I'm going to blot that off so the lips are not slippery. And then I just follow my lip line. If you want to enlarge your lips, a nude pencil is perfect because it makes it kind of look like it's skin. And you're just going to go slightly above your natural lip line. If you're trying to decrease your lips, because that happens too, you're going to go slightly below your lip line. And then I'm going in with Vintage. This beautiful lipstick is made in Manitoba, and it's by Tin Feather Cosmetics. I have all their lipsticks in my makeup kit, and that's what I use for photo shoots. I love Vintage. It's such a powerful pink. I was going to go for red, but then with the eyes being kind of a taupey pink, I thought that Vintage would look a lot better. So here's the finished look. The eyes definitely take most of the time, but I think that there's so many options with the eyes that you can take what you want from this tutorial. You could go with just the cameo, some liner, and that's the finished look. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this look, just pop them below. See you next time.